My main source of income. I lost my job. I lost my suite. I lost my place that I was living in. I lost my mental and creative space. They don't really give you the real tea. They don't really give you what being a solo esthetician really is. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Chais and I am a licensed esthetician coming to give you the real tea. Yes, y'all, I'm coming to give y'all the real tea of my point of view in the aesthetics industry. This ain't nobody else's point of view. This is my point of view. Strictly my point of view. It's been a while since I've done a long form video like this, and honestly, I just felt like now was the right time. Not because everything is perfect, but because it's real. Today, I just wanted to talk about pretty much the ups and downs about how it is being an esthetician. I feel like a lot of people don't really give you the real. It's just the glitz and glamour of what an esthetician really is, what we do. You know, you're just a lash tech, you're just a brow artist, you just do facials. No. The ups and downs of what it's like being an esthetician and the part that people don't always see. You see a very different picture that you see on social media, and I just wanted to give you guys pretty much an actual look, just to pretty much just take you on a journey and what everything has looked like behind the scenes for me. When you're an esthetician, you're not just an esthetician. You are an esthetician, you are a business manager, you are a social media strategist. You are all of these hats into one. So you're not just an esthetician. I really feel like a lot of people are so confused when it comes to just being an esthetician, because you're not just an for some people. You may be an esthetician and you may want to work under someone where you're not really wearing as many hats, and that's okay. Other estheticians are solo, so they are actually wearing multiple hats and, you know, just going into business by themselves. And I just feel like a lot of entrepreneurs that are going into business themselves and, you know, deciding that being an esthetician is for them, they don't really give you the ups and downs. They don't really give you the real tea. So I'm gonna kind of give y'all my journey, my tea in full. And yeah, okay. So why I am making this video? I am making this video because I see a lot of content that makes this industry looks like it's a overnight success. Fully booked schedules, luxury suites, 6 figures, no stress. And while that is possible and it can happen, it's not the full story. I wanted to make this video for estheticians who feel discouraged. I wanted to make this video for people thinking about entering the industry. I also wanted to make this video because for myself, just to give you guys a behind the scenes look and just being honest to you guys, being honest to myself about what being an esthetician really is, what being a solo esthetician really is. I wanted to give you guys that, you know, just from me, just somebody that's already been in the industry. I started out doing makeup when I graduated high school, so I didn't really enter the esthetician industry until later on, when I just said bump makeup. I was just so tired of doing makeup, y'all. It just was not for me until I discovered skincare. I really wanted to dive more into skincare, and I started diving into skincare. It was about 2018 actually. I took that leap of faith and I said, you know what, I am gonna go to esthetician school and I'm gonna learn more about skincare. I knew I had wanted to do brows. I did learn about makeup while I was in esthetician school. I went to esthetician school in Atlanta. If a lot of you guys are new here and aren't familiar with my previous videos, I went to Elaine Sterling and I did do a video on that, my journey previously through that, and I did learn about makeup, but I had already knew that my passion for makeup just wasn't there anymore. If, you know, I always have the skill set, so if I, you know, think about going back to it eventually, I might will, but for now it's just, I'm just focusing on skincare, medical aesthetics, and brows. This career has stretched me. It has humbled me. It has shaped me in ways that I just did not expect. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the struggles. Let's start with the hard part. One of the biggest struggles of being an esthetician is inconsistency, especially early on. Some months you're booked and feeling confident, and other months you're questioning everything. There's also financial pressure, physical exhaustion, emotional labor from holding space for clients, and the mental load of being the technician, the marketer, the educator, and the business owner all at once. Everything in 2025 that I experienced. So, y'all, I can honestly say in 2025, I lost my job. That was pretty much my main source of income. I lost my job. I lost my suite. I lost my place that I was living in, and I lost my mental and creative space. The place where I was living, having to move back in with parents, it's a lot. And people really don't talk about the mental stress that you have with, trying to live with parents, especially in 2025. So I definitely lost my mental and creative space. And then lastly, I noticed that 2025, I was taking on jobs where I couldn't be myself. Like, case in point, I was doing Uber and Lyft for a very short time. I was doing Uber and Lyft last year. I really don't think this year I really did too much Uber and Lyft anymore. I think I tried to, and it just was not where I hated doing Uber and Lyft. I hated it. But I had a goal for myself that I was trying to achieve, getting my certifications, doing things that I knew that would help build me up as an esthetician. So I was taking on jobs that I did not want to work. I also took a job at Sephora. Y'all, I went through that interview process and it was amazing. Like, I aced the interview process. Y'all, when I got to the job, I could not even be at the job for 3 hours. Okay. I was there at 6, and at 9 o'clock, I was gone, and I never came back. Okay. Like, I never came back. Took a job at Sephora and never came back. And shout out to Sephora for always being there, you know what I'm saying, when a lot of us, really need to pick up a job or pick up a shift. But where I am in life, I just kind of felt like I just got so tired of chasing money. I am so tired of chasing money. I'm tired of chasing things in my life that I'm tired of chasing. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of chasing. And something in 2025 that I realized is that God is a way maker, and he is always going to provide for me no matter what. And I just want to stop chasing jobs that no longer suit me. Stop chasing things that that's not fulfilling for me, and just because I'm chasing money. I've always had a thing where I chase money, and I'm tired of living that way. I'm tired of living like I'm always having to chase money, and I just got to the point where I just want to be. I just want to be at a standstill. I just want to be, and I just want to do the things that I love and be around the people that I care about. I just want to be, and that's what I'm going to practice in 2026. I'm no longer chasing the things that, that my higher power has not giving to me, and that I'm just chasing because of a need and just being in survival mode. I'm tired of living in survival mode, and I've been living in survival mode probably since I was a teenager, and I'm just tired of living like that. I'm tired of chasing things that are no longer fulfilling to me. And if I'm really being honest, there were moments where I wonder, like, is this really worth it? Am I behind? Should I be doing more? And a lot of that can come from what you see on social media. You see a lot of these estheticians or cosmetologists or barbers. You see so many different service providers that have full books, that they have full books. They always have clients. They're making these great videos, and everything just looks so luxury. Everything looks so well put together. It's just success. But no one really tells you the hard part about being an entrepreneur. There were so many times that I just wonder if this is still for me. One thing I can say is comparison can be brutal in this industry. Comparison can be brutal in this industry. Seeing other estheticians online can make you feel like you're not doing enough, even when you're doing your best. And Word of advice, please stop comparing yourself to other estheticians. Please stop comparing yourself. That comparison, and not even just being an esthetician, just stop comparing yourself to other people. Learn to live your journey and learn to go through your journey, because that is what your journey is, what's going to make you or break you. So learn to go through your own journey and stop comparing yourself to the service providers that you see online. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the ups. The ups. The ups. The ups are powerful. There's something deeply fulfilling about helping someone feel confident in their skin. You watch your client's skin heal over time. Your clients start to trust you with their face. They tell you their stories, their insecurities. I'm gonna be honest, I'm one to eat that up. I must say, I love when my clients let me know, like, hey Chais, like, your skincare routine really helped me to where I needed to be in the process. Or also just with brows. I have so many clients come to me about their brows and their insecurities about their brows, and they love my brow work. That is something that I am very, very passionate about, and it keeps me going. So when you do have times that, you don't know where being an esthetician is going to take you, just look back on the things that you've done for people. Look back on the things that you've done for your clients and what you helped them achieve. Even sometimes just asking them, when you check in and ask them, like, hey, how has your skin been? How's your brows been? And they give you that feedback, that positive feedback, bask in that. Even the negative feedback, bask in that. The negatives, they always will help you to get where you need to be. So take that criticism. Take it. Take the criticism. Take the criticism, okay? Just take the criticism. Take the criticism and learn how to apply the criticism to your work as being an esthetician. Even the positive things that your clients tell you, learn to take the positive and put that into your work ethic and the meaning of what it means in being an esthetician for you. Being an esthetician has taught me patience. It's taught me discipline. It's taught me consistency. And it's also taught me how to trust the process over instant results. I just did a chemical peel, and I'm probably on my 12th day. I just did a chemical peel, and you guys, I am so excited about letting my clients know, and future clients know about my chemical peel results, because it's something that I am wanting to take far and pursue long term. I really, really, really love corrective skincare. I love corrective skincare. But I just had a chemical peel, and I feel like my peel has really peeled amazing. I don't have on no makeup, y'all. I am on YouTube with no makeup. I am on YouTube, no makeup. Now, I do got my brows done, and I do got on some lip gloss and some lip liner, as you can tell. But, baby, this is bare skin. This is bare skin. This is bare skin, y'all. It's bare skin. Oh. I love my results. I love my results, y'all. I love my results when it comes to being an esthetician. So how to trust the process over instant results is going to get you far. Ignore what you see on social media. Please, please, please stop comparing yourselves to social media. Okay. What I have gained. This year was a stressful year for me, y'all. And I don't really like to call them losses. I'll just call them downs. I don't really like to call them losses because I don't really believe in that term. I don't really feel like I lost anything. I feel like I gained more than I lost. But I didn't really lose anything. So I don't really like to consider them as losses. But some things that I have gained, especially walking into 2026 New Year. So, things that I've gained. Of course, I am still an esthetician. That's not going to change anytime soon. I am still an esthetician. I am now an electrolysis apprentice at a spa called New Dawn Skin Spa, and I am educating myself for laser hair and electrolysis. That is probably the most biggest change that I've had this year. If you follow me on my social media profile, I am going to talk about laser hair removal and electrolysis a little bit more. But that has been an exciting factor for me this year because I was looking for electrolysis classes. However, the classes that I was looking for, they were out of state, and I am located in North Carolina. And I came from Atlanta. I'm originally from North Carolina, but I think a lot of us know when you move to a bigger city, there's a lot more. There's a lot more that's accessible as an esthetician. Not saying that things in North Carolina aren't as accessible, but the capital of North Carolina is Raleigh. So you have Raleigh and you have Charlotte. And Charlotte is definitely still up and coming from a lot of estheticians. I follow a lot of social media sites where I can kind of see where Charlotte is at the moment, but Raleigh is still gaining that traction. So whilst Raleigh is still gaining that traction, I'm trying to be a part of that. So I'm so excited to be training for electrolysis and laser hair removal. Another gain is I don't make the money that I was previously making, but the state does provide benefits. I can say making that transition from being a part-time esthetician to a full-time esthetician, y'all, I seen this process coming. And I always kept saying that there was going to be a time that I was going to go from a part-time esthetician to a full-time esthetician. And for part-time, it did work for, for the little bit of income that I was making while I was working my full-time job. But I knew my full-time job was not where I wanted to be, and I wanted to make that transition. So I can say I knew that time was coming, and I just want to tell all of my estheticians out there, cosmetologists, when you are ready to go full-time, you are going to have to make that sacrifice, especially if you're working part-time. If this is what you want to do and you're passionate about it, you will eventually have to move full-time because your clientele base is going to make a shift. Now, when you're shifting in full-time, I cannot say it's the easiest. I cannot say that, 1 week you may be fully booked and the next week you may not be fully booked. This job is more than just a job. It's your career. And you have to be willing to invest in your career. So when you are making that shift, I can say that there were, being in the state that I live in, they do offer benefits. So look and do research and just see look into what your state offers so far as benefits, especially while you're in school. Being that I am a student and that I am in school, pretty much I am able to receive benefits, being that my income does not meet the threshold. However, I do know in 2026 that is going to change. I know with the structure of the economy right now, people are worried out of their minds. But as an esthetician, you have to understand that people are only spending differently. It's not that people are broke and they don't have income. People are spending differently. So I know that starting out towards the end of this year, my clientele was slow. As of next year, I am for certain that my clientele is going to pick up. It is going to pick up and it's going to make a bigger shift. And I have to be prepared for that because my income threshold is going to change, and I may not receive those benefits that I was able to receive when I got laid off of my job. So it's kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of a blessing because it's like, you get laid off a job, and if you don't, thankfully I was provided with a lot of benefits to be able to make sure I was set for the rest of the 3 to 6 months with my job. But some people don't have a job where they receive those benefits or severance pay. There's so many people that lost their jobs this year and they didn't have any financial crutch. I would tell anybody, go out here and apply for some type of low income benefits, or if you can, go to school for some classes and take something so that way you can receive those benefits, so you can be able to focus on you and be able to find the best parts of you to figure out what it is that you want to pursue later on in life. I just feel like a lot of people just don't really like, a lot of business owners just don't really talk like that, in my opinion. Like, sometimes you gotta start from the bottom. Sometimes you gotta start from the bottom, baby. Sometimes you gotta start from the bottom, okay? Take them benefits. Use them benefits that your state has provided you with. Like, it's there for a reason. Use those benefits. So that way, whenever you want to be a full-time barber, esthetician, or a cosmetologist, you have to build yourself up. It's not negotiable. It's not negotiable. You have to build yourself up to get where you need to be. So I knew there was going to become a point where I was going to be a full-time esthetician. I just did not think it was going to happen. I did know. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I did know. My God be talking to me. He be talking to me. But I knew I was going to become a full-time esthetician soon. I just didn't think it was going to happen as soon as it did. But I'm so thankful. Another gain is I am now full-time esthetician, of course, and I'm also a student. So pretty much I can just focus on being a full-time esthetician. I can focus on my clientele, and I can focus on going to school as well, part-time. I can also focus on myself. I have so much breathing room. And the last 3 months, I got laid off in September. The last 3 months, I'm gonna be honest, I've actually been happy. I have been weirdly happy, and I can't explain why. And I know it's because I'm not working a typical 9 to 5 anymore. The depression did kind of kick in, y'all. I'm gonna be real, because the money that I was making before does not compare. Now, yes, I can make more money, especially being a full-time esthetician, that I was making, but I know making what I was making before versus trying to make that income now, I know it's going to take a lot of hard work, especially while I'm going to school. It's going to take a lot of hard work. So the biggest blessing this year that I received is making that shift and becoming a full-time esthetician and no longer working part-time. Y'all, I was trying to maintain a roof over my head, trying to maintain a car payment, trying to maintain a suite, girl, I was trying to maintain it all. Okay? All right? I was trying to maintain it all. I'm gonna be real. I ain't got no kids. And, shout out to the esthetician moms. I do want kids eventually. Like, I do want that for myself. But somebody like me, I just really want to, just pursue my career path before I have kids. And y'all, the income that I was making, oh my God, y'all, I like to travel. Oh, your girl likes to travel. I like to travel. I don't like being in one place long. I don't like being in one city that long. I really don't. I just feel like my social battery just kind of like, yeah. But yeah, I really love to do the things that I want to do, and not having that income anymore, that was catastrophic for me. I'm gonna be honest. Not having that income anymore was catastrophic for your girl. Another gain that I feel like I had, and I've always had this gain, but I realized that a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't have family support. And through this transition, I had the support of my family, being able to move back in until I kind of get myself back to the income threshold where I previously was, to be able to afford the things that make me happy. It has really been, you guys, y'all, it's been hard. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna talk about it all. Some people probably got it like that. Maybe you want to pay $2,200 for an apartment, but me personally, I don't want to pay $2,200 for an apartment. Why would I pay $2,200 for an apartment when I can have a house? And even though I know a house comes with a lot, I just feel like where we are in this economy, it's time for us. The economy is shifting. And it's time for us to pivot. And when the economy is shifting and it's time for us to pivot, it's also time for you as a business owner to pivot within your business. And that is what 2025 has taught me, that it is time to pivot, and it's time to pivot in my business. Another gain that I feel like another gain, I'm not even gonna say feel, but another gain that I gained this year is I am now a social media strategist. Yes. Your girl is officially now a social media strategist, and it's a paid gig. I'm very excited of being a social media strategist. I did not know that I had the skill set, or I did not know that I had the talent of being a social media strategist, but I am now a social media strategist, and I have time to focus on my social media marketing. That is very, very important to me, because social media is one way that I market to my clients. And working a full-time job, it was so hard trying to focus on gaining clients through social media. It was so difficult because when you work a 9 to 5, I'm gonna be real. Now, thankfully I was working remote, so it's easy to like go in the bathroom, do my skincare, you know what I'm saying, before I gotta clock in the morning or on my lunch break. Like, it was so easy to do things while I work remote at home, yes. But let's be real here. After you work a 9 to 5, I don't really want to work my part-time. I did want to work as, my part-time as an esthetician because that's what I love to do. It's your full-time job. By the time you burnt out, you're drained, you don't really feel like doing that. It's hard to put that same motivation that you have for the same love and creativity that you have for your business. It's hard to put that into your business when you're working a 9 to 5. Now, some people can do it. I ain't gonna lie. But see, I was working remote trying to do it. So I ain't saying it's not possible, but it's just a lot, and you can definitely get burnt out by doing it. Another blessing I can say is that I was able to pivot. So during this year, before I was laid off, I was racking up in certifications that I'm not even using. For example, phlebotomy. Something told me that by the end of this year, some stuff was gonna change. I'm not gonna lie. Something told me this by like February, in the mid like spring. I just kept getting this feeling that like a lot was getting ready to change. And something just told me like, just go take a phlebotomy class. I would always be interested in phlebotomy when I would go to the doctor's office. And I would have my blood drawn, and I would always ask them like, hey, what do you need to be a phlebotomist? Like, what do you need? I was just always curious. So it was just, at one point I was just like, you know what, let me just pay for a phlebotomy class, because then at least that's just a skill set that I always have, that I would be able to, someone can actually guarantee me a job. Y'all, I have not used that phlebotomy certification since I graduated in July. I have not. And if I do something with medical aesthetics and keep pursuing it, I can say I will be able to use it later. I can use phlebotomy in what I currently do, especially for a specific facial, when you have your blood drawn. If I'm saying it correctly, I think it's PRP, that I would be able to use my phlebotomy cert, but I don't use it. I don't use it at all. I can say I have applied for jobs. I didn't really land any. And then sometimes I don't want to just blame it on the job. I can just say I really wasn't serious about it. I think it's a big difference between landing a job and getting a job that you're not really serious about, because you can get a job interview, but if you're not really serious about the job, you're not really going to care about the interview, and you're not really going to care about the job. So I can say that was a gain for me, going to go get my phlebotomy certification, and I did finish. So that is a positive for me, and I'm thankful that I was able to pivot. But if it wasn't for God himself just giving me that sign like, hey Chais, just go take something to, because at least you always have that, because Uber and Lyft just was not working for me, and I just don't want to do retail. I don't want to do delivery. That was not me. So I felt like phlebotomy was the best pivot, because I had always been in healthcare I'd been in healthcare for about 12 to 15 years now. So I always have that experience under my belt, and phlebotomy did help with that. I think the biggest gain out of 2025 was that I asked God to be where I am now. I remember hating my job so much. I worked remote for 6 years, and the burnout was real, y'all. The burnout was real. I worked remote for 6 years, and it just started to really just become draining to me. The burnout was real. Okay? The burnout was real. I just love the autonomy, and I love creating my own structure, and I love being an esthetician so much that my 9 to 5 was just really killing my creativity. Y'all, my 9 to 5 was really killing my creativity. I just did not have the time to pursue aesthetics like I wanted to, and it was just so frustrating to me. One thing about being an esthetician is it allows me to be creative. I can focus on doing things that I really love to do on a daily. Even though this year has been stressful, it has been, I think the energy in a way, if I can kind of make this make sense, I think the energy has been stressful, but I'm just the type of person that likes to overcome anything. Like, no matter how stressful it is, I have to be the one to overcome any type. I can't live in that. I can't live in stress. I can't live in fear. I cannot live in that energy. So there was a lot of times that I had fun this year. I went to IECSC. I went to my first beauty convention this year. That was big, and I met 10 friends. That was big for me this year, going to IECSC, and I'm even trying to go next year. I'm trying to go to Florida. I went to the Vegas convention, and this time I really would like to go to the Florida convention if I can. So that was a big thing for me. I did a lot this year, even still working a 9 to 5. I did a lot for myself, and I did a lot for my business, and I'm so thankful for it. The mental and emotional growth. So this career has forced me to grow emotionally. I had to learn boundaries with clients, with time, and myself. I think a lot of service providers can agree with that. I had to stop tying my worth to how booked I was, which I tried to never really do that anyway. But like I said, I know we all do it. We all tend to, if our books are booked, then the money's coming in and we're the esthetician that we want to be. And to be honest, that's just not true. You can be a booked esthetician and still not perform the services to your clientele that's up to par. So you got to think about the returning clients. Returning clients also matter, not just keeping your books filled and you're not having returning clients. There's a lot to keep a full book, and some people brag about that. And that if that's an accomplishment for you, then great, then fulfill that accomplishment. But I don't want to just tie myself to just being an esthetician. And 2026, that's what I said that I was not going to do anymore. I'm not just going to tie myself to being an esthetician, because I'm more than an esthetician. And I don't want to just tie myself to the worth of how booked I stay. I just don't. Because the one thing I can realize, since I've started my job at New Dawn, I love it there, but the breathing room that I've had not being booked, that's just the level of peace that I can find not being booked some days, where I can go to the gym, I can go eat a good meal, and I can go do some of the hobbies that I want to do. So that's what I do love about my career. My career is, it allows me to be able to find, especially when I don't have full books, it allows me to be able to focus on my mental and emotional growth. And I'm thankful for that. And I pretty much just had to learn that the rest is a part of success. It's not the opposite of it. So your ups and downs, that's just a part of success. There were seasons where I was just surviving, and now I'm in a season of refining and not rushing. So yeah, I'm not chasing anymore. I'm just gonna be still, and then I'm just gonna let things come to me. Okay, reality check and advice. If you're thinking about becoming an esthetician, here's my advice. Don't enter this industry just for the aesthetics or social media. Enter it because you're willing to learn continuously, be patient with your growth, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. And build something slowly but intentionally. I promise you that will give back and pour back into you when you grow it intentionally. Success is not about speed. It's not about competition. It's about sustainability. And you want to be able to share your journey with the world, with other future estheticians, future barbers, future cosmetologists, other business owners. You want to be able to share that journey with them and share the ups and downs, because it's not all just ups. It's not all ups. You're gonna have your downs too, and that's what you want to be able to share with other people around the world. So where I am as an esthetician right now, or just where I am right now in general. So right now I feel more grounded than ever. I'm clear on the kind of esthetician that I want to be. I'm focused on quality over quantity. That's really, really big to me. I'm really focused on the quality of my work and not how often I stay booked on my books. I don't really care about that. One thing about me, I'm a hustler. So outside of being an esthetician, I'm gonna find something else that I can gain income, because you need multiple different types of income to be able to thrive. Just don't depend on one income. And I think that's what a lot of industry providers do. They only focus on some more than a lot, but they only focus on one type of income. Only one. Focus on multiple different types of income while you're an esthetician, because it's so many different types of income, so many different types of jobs and things that you can do as an esthetician and a service provider. So don't just focus on the quantity of your business. Don't just focus on the quantity of your business. Focus on the quality of your business. I'm learning how to pour into myself just as much as I pour into my clients. And if I pour into myself, I can pour into my clients, so that way they are satisfied with the results, and not just booking me as an esthetician because of who I am and how full my books stay and how popular I am. I don't really care about that. I care about results. Results. Y'all look at my chemical field. I'm trying to tell you I care about the results. I still got some ways to go, but your girl is glowing. Okay? Results. Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. The journey is not linear, and that's okay. I think that's it. I think I really focused on everything that I wanted to focus on this video. I can't say y'all are going to see me so much more. Please excuse my background. Y'all are going to see me so much more doing long form content in 2026. That is my goal. I just want to leave this video and just say that if you're in a season where things feel quiet, things feel uncertain, things feel slower than you expected, you're not feeling you're building. And that's how it's supposed to be. You're going to go through those seasons, and I need you guys to go through those seasons and not give up, because when you go through those seasons, you have a better story to tell. Stay confident. Stay confident. Please stay confident as a service provider. Keep going and keep following your dreams and goals. Never give up on the person that you want to be. Never give up on that. What you ask for, you will receive. What you ask for, you will receive. Be very cognitive on what you ask for, what you manifest, what you pray for. Be very cognitive of that, because the one thing I can say, everything that I'm doing right now, I prayed for this the beginning of 2025, and it's so crazy how quick it happened. It is so crazy how quick it happened. Focus on you. Focus on being your best self, so that way you can get those results for your clients and you can build the business of your dreams. Focus on you. If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Tap in with your girl. Follow me on IG. My Instagram name is everything Chinese, no underscore. Everything Chinese. That's my Instagram. My TikTok handle. If you're curious to see about my skincare journey or just my esthetician journey, you can follow me at Skin by Chai. That is also my TikTok handle and my Instagram handle. Like I said, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube video. I cannot wait to do more long form videos for you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.